Hi guys, my name is Sonia and today we're going to be learning how to draft a basic princess bustier. If you know you're new to this channel, you're highly welcome. Please subscribe. Welcome already subscribed viewers. Please do like, share and turn on your post notification bell so when next I drop a video like this, you'll be the first to get it. So without wasting your time, let's get right into it.
Okay, fine, I'm gonna end it tonight. Something toxic holding under me for dear life.
The first thing, guys, I'm going to be marking is my shoulder to half length. My shoulder to half length is 17 inches. I'm going to be adding half inch for seam, and then I'm going to mark this 17.5 across just the way I'm doing it now, and then I'm going to take my ruler and then connect the line neatly exactly how I am doing it. And after doing that, I took my scissors. I went ahead to trim the excesses below because I don't want any excesses. Normally I was supposed to mark like half inch across above the paper, but since I didn't, I'm going to be adding my half inch to each measurement. So now I'm going to be marking my shoulder to breast point, which is supposed to be 9.5 inches. I'm going to make it 10 for seam. And I'm going to mark my shoulder to under bust, which is supposed to be 13.5 inch. I'm going to making it 14 inch. Remember, I'm considering half inch for seam, which is supposed to be up, and I didn't take. Sometimes I forget an oversight, sorry. So if you don't mark any extra allowance at the top, just go ahead and add half inch to all the horizontal measurements that you're going to be taking, so that when you hold it at the shoulder, it doesn't jump up. I went ahead to label my breast point and my under bust. Now I'm going to be marking my shoulder measurement. My shoulder divided by 2, which is 16, divided by 2 give me 8 inches. So I'm coming down with 1.5 for shoulder slope, and then I'm mark my neckline. I'm going to be using, it's going to be I'm doing a canoe neckline, so I'm using 5 inch. I'm coming down with as about that same 5 inches because I don't want it to be too high. I just want a very nice canoe fit. So I use 5 by 5, please take note. So and then I'm trying to draw a canoe up there. So after doing that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just smoothing the lines like that. And I went into bringing my curved ruler in order to make sure the lines are canoeing, if there's any word like that. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to pick up my tape and mark my armhole depth, which is 8 inches. After marking 8 inches, I still come down at that 8 inches and mark the 9 inches I marked above in order to get a straight line. So I'm going to use my straight ruler to connect it just like that. Then I tilt my ruler to the other side and connect it such a way that it's going to form an angle 90 degrees, and that will serve as my armhole line. So I'm going to pick up my ruler also and connect from the shoulder down to the 1.5 inch that I came down for the shoulder slant. Next thing I'm going to be doing is to find the midpoint of that 8 inch, ignoring the armhole slant. And then when I mark the midpoint, I'll come in from the midpoint by ½ inch and mark it as well. So when I was done, I picked up my curved ruler. I connected the slant of 1.5 inch down to the ½ inch we came in at the midpoint and down to the angle 90 degrees. Just like that, all in a curve with my curved ruler. Up next, I'm going to be determining my bust span, otherwise known as nipple to nipple measurement. My nipple to nipple measurement is 7 inches plus ½ inch seam allowance. I'm going to be marking 4 inches across, just like that. So these 4 inches, I'm going to be marking it on the breast point, on the under bust and on the half length, and when I'm done, I'm going to be connecting it with the straight ruler just like that. At this point, I want to say thank you for coming this far. Please do subscribe, please do share, please do like and turn on your post notification bells. Thank you. From the bust span line, we're going to be drawing a curve down to the midpoint of the armhole This line is to extend about 1 to 2 inch outside the armhole, and this is to make sure when you're joining it aligns properly. So now I'm going to use my armhole curve to connect our new armhole line. So the reason for extending is just to make sure that it aligns while joining. Now at the under bust, I'm going to mark 2 inches, and underneath I'm going to mark 2 inches and connect it with a straight line. This is for the bust tightening. You can make it 2.5 inch depending on how big the bust is. Our bust is around 34 inches, so I use 2 inches. So now I'm going to use my my freehand to form a curve. If you notice, these curves are not too pointy. If you know you cannot achieve this curve very well with your freehand, you can go ahead and use your curved ruler to do it. So up next, I'm going to mark my waist measurement, otherwise known as my round under bust. I'm going to mark it, then I'm going to mark the 2 inches I took out for the bust tightening, and then the 2 inches allowance. So that's what I did there. I first marked my waist measurement divided by 4, then I added 2 inches that I took out from that place, and then I added 2 inches allowance. At that particular line there, I came up with 1/2 inch, and below I came down with 1 inch. So from that breast point area, I'm coming with also a curve, smooth curve, and then above I'm coming with another curve that is going to blend in, and this is going to serve as the armhole tightening. So I'm going to be tightening my armhole like that, and then I went ahead to extend the new armhole line. So this is it. So that place I marked, now I'm cutting it out. So you saw I did it. I came up with 1/2 inch from that line at the armhole side, and then I came down with 1 inch, and then I drew a curve. So the places I've marked now, I'm going to cut them out, but that was how I achieved it. Please, if you know you have any question, please do well by asking these questions at the comment section, and I would answer all your questions. So I have gone ahead to bring the back bodies, what's going to serve as the back bodies. So I also went ahead to mark the zipper allowance, which is 1.5 inch across vertically. So that line there that I'm pointing is 1.5 inch, and is serving as our zipper allowance. And yeah. So the next thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be marking my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches, and then I'm going to be coming down by 1 inch. In front I came down by 1.5 inch. At the back I'm coming down for the shoulder slope by 1 inch. Please take note. And after doing that, I'm going to be marking the armhole depth. Our armhole depth is remember we used 8 inch, so we're going to still use 8 inch, and then I'm going to extend that line over there. But further, I'm going to just mark that 8 inch so that we can achieve a straight line when we use our straight ruler. So we just join all these points together and draw a straight line, and then remember we're going to extend that line at that point at an angle 90 degrees. After doing that, I'm going to go ahead and mark my my neckline. Remember I used 5 inches as the neck width, and the neck depth in front we use 5 inches, but here I'm going to be using 4 inches, and I'm going to now curve it from that zipper allowance. I'm going to start curving out my canoe. Remember we're doing a canoe neck, so I'm going to use my freehand. I love using my freehand a lot. I don't know for you, whatever thing works for you, but I love it. So I'm going to now use my straight ruler. Now I'm going to connect my shoulder slant with my straight ruler. That's what I did there. So now I'm going to determine the midpoint, and remember when we get the midpoint, we're going to come in by 1/2 inch, just as we did the front. So I'm coming in now by 1/2 inch, and when I'm done with that, I'm going to pick up my curved ruler and then connect the shoulder slant down to the midpoint that we came in by 1/2 inch, and then down to the angle 90 degree. But before then, I went ahead to mark my my bust measurement divided by 4 plus 2 inches. I just did that, so it's important. So I connected all of them together just like that. So I went ahead to mark my round on the bust measurement divided by 4 plus 2 inches allowance. After doing that, I'm going to use my straight ruler to connect it down to my bust points, my bust measurement, which I've already marked. So after doing that, I'm going to go ahead and mark my dart measurement for the back. So I'm marking my back at the dart. I'm marking 4 inches as well. So I marked the 4 inch across down there, mark the 4 inch, and when I was done, I connected it to my straight ruler, just the way I'm doing it now. At the both side of my dart legs, I'm going to be taking 1/2 inch at each of the dart legs, and this is to draw out my darts. So I'm going to connect each of the 1/2 inch that I took straight up there to that point of where the dart ended. I'm going to just draw it to form my dart line. So eliminate zipper bulge, and to give a very nice fit at the back, I'm going to be coming from that zipper line. I'm coming in by 1 inch, just the way I'm doing it there, and then I'm going to go to the end at that waistline and replace the 1 inch that I took from that place, and then blend it in with the bust point, the bust measurement, just as I'm doing it. Also, I'm going to come up by 1 inch at the back, 1.5 inch, sorry, at the back. So I came in by 1 inch and I came up by 1.5 inch. Please take note. So now I'm going to just extend that 1 inch line so that you would not get confused. And what next I'm going to do is to bring in my curved ruler, and I'm going to, from that point before the allowance, I'm going to blend in this line. So if you notice, the back is not straight anymore, the joining is not straight, it's slanty. Please do not allow it to extend to the allowance, so that when you're joining, it does not become unequal. So I just extended that line straight to my waist, my rounded bust measurement divided by 4 before the allowance. I blended it in, and now I'm going to also blend in that 1 inch I came in with to my zipper allowance, just the way I'm doing it. I'm going to blend it with my curved ruler. I'm blending in that 1 inch. So if you notice, the zipper allowance is also not straight, and then I'm going to come in from that zipper line by 1 inch, the 1 inch I took there. I'm going to come in, and then by that 1 inch, and then I will take my curve ruler also to blend it in to the other line there, the upper line, to blend into the line that we already taken before. So if you notice, now it's now giving a curve at the zipper line and also at the bottom. If you finish doing this, when the person wears the clothes, you see that the back has a very, very proper fitting, no zipper bulging, and the butt side sits so perfectly.
Some of you might be wondering how we go back here. So at this point, I found out that this was the first time I was drafting. I discovered that it wasn't recording. So for the sake of those that did not understand what I did previously, I'm going to just continue from here and re-explain myself. So if you notice, we've already come up by 1.5 inch at the zipper line and 1 inch, and we've replaced it. So now I'm going to, from that place, to come in by 1 inch, and then I'm going to use my curved ruler. If you notice, this video is closer, so you can see it closely. I'm going to use my zipper, my curved ruler, to join from the already existing first line to that new 1 inch. So that line, that curved line, is now our new zipper line. So even when you're closing the zipper allowance, you're going to close it in this curve.
So guys, I do not want my dart to be visible on the dress, so I'm going to be opening my dart and then covering it. That's, I'm going to be covering the dart with my tape. I'm going to tape it down. So you can do this, you can take them. I'm taking the dart already on my pattern paper, so there is no need for me to take the, so if I go down, cut it down my fabric, there'll be no need to put the dart again on my fabric. So that's what I just did. So you can always do this.
Sewing mates, so at the front bodies, I did something I've never done before on my princess dart. I took the bust tightening for the first time. It's been a while I did a princess breast pad, so I took a bust tightening in front from that bust, from that bust point, and it came out so nice. It's something I'm going to be doing subsequently. I will just try it first before I show you guys. And yeah, I've gone ahead to cut down the patterns on fabric, both the front and the back, and I'll just be showing you what I have done.
Just imagine me and my sellotape. This is how we're always struggling. I got it so cheap in the market and it's always coming off. So anyways, I placed it back. And so guys, thank you so much for coming this far. This is the end of this video. Please do like, share and subscribe, and see you in my next video. Bye bye.